the overpass is unique. In this area of Boston, you have the Arnold Arboretum, a large public open space park area, and then Franklin Park, kind of bookending the overpass. And the overpass was part of the Arborway, which was part of Frederick Law Olmstead's Emerald Necklace that rings Boston from the Charles River area all the way down and creates a complete necklace around Boston. But the Casey Overpass was really the break within that and cut off the connectivity between two major sections of the parkland that rings Boston. There were some deficiencies that were identified and some design deficiencies that led to restrictions on it, and they actually built a sidewalk on the Arborway, not because there was a great pedestrian demand, but because of the loading restrictions. The outer edges of the structure really weren't suitable to handle vehicle traffic, so they built the sidewalk to keep those heavier loads away from the outside edges of the viaduct. So we started looking at conceptual designs and alternatives to say, what can we do out here? And we looked at all kinds of creative things with continuous flow intersections and roundabouts and larger elongated roundabouts to create one-way patterns. And none of those worked, and that was really what all of the other studies before us had concluded. And like all traffic engineers, we knew left turns are bad. Left turns always create problems for us, so we started looking at ways to eliminate left turns. What can we do to not have left turns within the two main intersections that the overpass previously carried traffic over? We had a wide right-of-way to deal with out here, which is unique and unusual in an urban environment, but that width of the right-of-way gave us the opportunity to create U-turns after the intersection, so that rather than taking a left, you'd proceed straight through the intersection, go up to another signal, turn around and come back through and take a right turn instead of a left turn. Once we got that concept going and we started to play around with it and develop it further, we understood that worked. That actually solved the transportation problem for vehicles. If you look at what ultimately got built out there, we created enough space to create a lot more greenery, restore the Emerald Necklace, and a lot of it is true to Olmstead's design of separate modes and separate corridors for each mode, where we have a separate bicycle facility, a separate pedestrian path, and then separate vehicle modes. Not quite the carriageways that Olmstead was designing to, but really the same theory. And when you look back at some of the old drawings of Olmstead's original design, you really see that echoed in what the ultimate project came out to look like.